Hey guys, Scripted here with another video, and we get a little insight into what George Lucas was thinking about when he had Yoda speak the way he speaks, and I don't like this headline, finally. I'm pretty sure he's talked about this before in the past, but for those of you who don't know, here's what he had to say about it. It's kind of funny, because we all know Yoda talks a little bit backwards. Not backwards, but flips the words around, so it's kind of backwardsy. Much to learn you still have, right, is just one of Yoda's famous quotes. Instead of just saying, you still have much to learn. So anyways, and all of us love that. I found that very endearing and interesting. So let's see what he has to say here. Appearing at the 45th anniversary screening of The Empire Strikes Back on the opening night of the 2025 TCM Classic Film Festival on April 24th, Star Wars creator Lucas 80 explained why Yoda, one of the franchise's most beloved characters, speaks out of order. Yoda had a very distinctive way of talking, and it was done purposely because if you were speaking regular English, people don't listen that much. I think when there's a little green guy on the screen, people would have paid attention, but okay, fair enough. Lucas told TCM's primetime host Ben Mankiewicz, but if you have an accent or it's really hard to understand what he's saying, they focus on what he's saying. I don't really find it that hard to understand what he's saying. I never even did it as a kid, really. I just thought it was interesting. But okay, he's not wrong, though, especially in accents or things like that. He was basically the philosopher of the movie, so he was talking about all the things. Lucas continued of Yoda's trait. I had to figure out a way to get people to actually listen, especially 12-year-olds. Yeah, he is the philosopher, and that's where I kind of took issue with some of his usage in the prequels, because I was like, and the Clone Wars and stuff, where he's like he's hopping around and fighting with a lightsaber and doing all these things that I thought were beneath him. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, there was always like a scale, and so you had the Jedi Knights, you had the Jedi Masters, and even when you look at Luke's progression, right? He wields the lightsaber, and then in Jedi, he's using the Force to do all types of stuff. And then the Jedi Masters like Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon Jinn, they're using the Force to do mind tricks and all this other stuff. So I always looked at it as tiers, but then I looked at Yoda and Palpatine as like the highest tier. And they don't do the lightsaber thing. They don't hop around like fools. They literally just use the Force. Palpatine uses lightning. Yoda can absorb the lightning. See what I'm saying? It's kind of that level. I didn't like the way Yoda was used after the original trilogy in terms of becoming less the philosopher and more the war guy and the war strategist and the fighter. He had both, but I liked it better when he was the sober, calm, old guy, leader guy, philosopher guy. So, anyways, I had to figure out a way to get people to actually listen, especially 12-year-olds. I mean, yeah, I get it. I get where he's coming from. I didn't think it was that deep, to be honest. I just thought it was kind of cool. Some of Yoda's most famous quotes include, much to learn you still have, and patience you must have, my young Padawan. All that to say, I love the way Yoda talks. I love his voice. I love the fact that he talks the way he does, switching things around. I was mesmerized by his character as a kid. And when he first comes out in Empire and he acts like he's a goofy little guy, you know, his self-awareness is so intense, right? Because he knows he looks silly. He's a silly little green alien in this wide galaxy. And he knows that this guy's going to look at him and think he's a silly, stupid-looking green alien. So he's going to act like that to see how this guy reacts. Just a great character overall, especially in the original trilogy. And I love the way he talks, so there's some insight into that. Let me know in the comment section what you think. If you like this content, please like, subscribe. Always helps the channel. Feel free to check anything else on my channel. Have yourselves a really good day.